Clients spending less on marketing, clients canceling contracts, or worse, clients switching to in-house teams. The National Bureau of Economic Research, the organization that formally declares if there's a recession, have not yet said whether the US is in a recession or it will soon be. Economists believe otherwise. In fact, there are some signs that point to difficult times ahead. What does this mean for your marketing agency? Joseph from ImageWorks Creative says the recession will make taking the leap for a startup all the more riskier. And for others, it will make it more difficult. Missed opportunities, lack of confidence, funding, and motivation among small to medium businesses. Let's take a dive into some strategies to help your agency ride out the potential storm. For most clients, the reaction would be to cut back on marketing spend. But they may not be aware that cutting back on spend might hurt their momentum. Educating your clients about the dangers of cutting back should be your top priority. Paid campaigns like Google Ads and Facebook Ads might be easy to turn off, but that also means that your clients are not in front of their potential customers, and their competition could snap them up. Some clients are increasing their investments because their competitors are pulling back, says Dan from Domain. Other justifications to keep some marketing momentum going are SEO takes time to grow, social media has a cumulative effect on business, and email marketing is too cost-effective to cut. Client turnover increases exponentially during a recession. However, Joseph from ImageWorks said that for the savvier and prepared entrepreneurs, the recession creates an opportunity for them to compete with potentially struggling agencies. Rather than concentrating on your agency's troubles, keep tabs on your competition in order to gain more clients. Be prepared to jump in and pick up their clients if they begin to experience financial woes or close their doors. Expanding into new services or markets may be necessary. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Think about the needs of your current clients. Is there a service that you could offer that can complement what your agency is doing for them now? Already helping your client with paid search marketing? Consider offering SEO services as well to boost their organic traffic.
Because when we report data, if we're just running Google Ads for the client, we're not just reporting Google Ads data. We're reporting the full suite of data. If we're just doing SEO, we still connect to their Facebook, still connect to their Instagram. We connect to every applicable data source, right? Because if we're running SEO, but Facebook ads would be better, we'll know if we see that data, right? So we want to get to the best solution for driving their revenue up as quickly as possible. So they may hire us for a service. We may recommend a certain strategy of services, but we connect to all of those data sources specifically so that we can assess across all of the data available what's working, what's not, and what might be the most effective, right? And so what we found is they'll have somebody doing social media, they'll hire us for Google Ads and SEO, they'll have somebody else doing some graphic design and all of that. And what they find is that we're the one that is letting them know about not just our own effectiveness, but the other people's effectiveness too. And so they're like, hey, I get all of my information about my SEO campaigns from you, but these guys are running them, right? And they have that realization, and then they're like, do you guys do SEO? And I'm like, as a matter of fact, we do, right? So like that conversation happens quite often.
Review your agency's pricing structure to ensure that you are still charging what you are worth. At the same time, make sure that you don't price yourself out of struggling businesses. What we are seeing is more price-conscious buyers who are not choosing us because of our premium pricing, says Ryan from Pair Analytics. Ryan suggests considering providing tools and masterclasses to offer more low-cost solutions to prospective clients who might not be able to afford your agency's pricing. There are several ways to improve the efficiency of your agency. Outsource some of your work or optimize a few of your processes. Invest in new technologies that will enable your team to operate more effectively and efficiently. Efficiency is key to survive a recession.
Finding the right tools to do the work, to make it, to make the work efficient, So when we first got started, and we were using native Google Analytics to do reporting, as an example, there was some value to that. But as we started getting more and more retainer clients where we provide these reports on a monthly basis to them, and sometimes more than a monthly basis, and you're sitting here spending an hour and a half pulling together these reports, then you find a tool that you can set it up and it pulls all those things together, right? Because you're going from, analytics to YouTube to Facebook to, and then, you guys can integrate the spreadsheet. So even if you do have a unique thing going on, you can put that in a spreadsheet and pull it in. So that our project management tool is another tool that has been instrumental in getting us to stay on track. And then our whole file system being cloud-based and having access to historical files and all the file system. So that's also been key.
Recession-proofing your agency involves avoiding mistakes that can cost you employees and clients. Diversify, stay lean, and be creative. How is your agency preparing for a recession? Let us know in the comments. If you want to learn more, check out the blog in the description. See you on the next video.